Hey, welcome y'all. I'm Deronda with Foods 101, and I'm in eastern Kentucky in the Appalachian Mountains picking wild blackberries. And as you can see, we found a vine right here. I'm going to go over here and get this one. Pick it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Each little cluster in that blackberry is a berry itself. I've even got my brother here helping me. Now, we're getting more and more as we pick. And I'll meet you back in the kitchen and I'll show you how to make wild blackberry syrup. Here I've got 6 8-ounce jars of, these are canning jars, and I've got 4 half-pint canning jars here. You want to make sure with your lids you got a nice clean seal. These are brand new lids. That's what you always want to use when you're canning. And you want to make sure they have a nice seal. And now to clean these, we're going to put them in soap sooty water. Now the water's very warm, and we're going to rinse them in warm water, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to sterilize them. Wash your jar lids and rims as well. You want to make sure you sterilize your canning jars and your lids and seals according to the canning jar instructions. To make the wild blackberry syrup, I have rinsed about a cup or 2 wild blackberries at a time in nice cold tap water, and I've swished them around just like this with my hands for just about 5 or 10 seconds. And you're going to immediately lift up your blackberries and you're going to let them drain on paper towels. Okay, and so I've got 6 cups of our wild blackberries here. I've got 2 cups of sugar, and I've got a cup and a half of water right here. So now in a 10-quart heavy-duty saucepan, you're going to add those lovely blackberries, and as you can see, I let mine rest on parchment paper because it's easy to transport from the cookie sheet over into your saucepan. And I got a few out here on the side, and I am just so proud of these wild Kentucky grown blackberries. They're nice and juicy, and as you can see, they're on my thumb. Yeah, they're absolutely out of this world. And then we're going to add that cup and a half of water, and we're going to bring this to a boil over medium-high heat, and we're going to let it boil for the next 10 minutes. After your berries and waters boil for about 10 minutes, we're going to work it through a sieve, and I'll show you how to do it. Before we strain the berries and water, I've got a 9-inch sieve over a 3-quart glass bowl. I let my berries cool down a little bit, and I'm going to pour them in here, just like this, and get all of that out. Woo! And that fabulous smell of fresh blackberries. Hey, give me thumbs up if you love the smell of fresh blackberries. And now I'm using my spatula here, and you can see already how much juice we've got down there. And I'm going to slowly work the pulp into the sieve here. You probably want to use a black spatula. If you're going to use one of your colorful spatulas or your decorative or a white spatula, it's sure to turn it this beautiful purple color. And looky there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And I'll just keep working this for probably the next 4 to 5 minutes. You can just hear the juice dripping out. See, you're just going to push it, and all that juice keeps coming out. When you don't get any more juice, then you'll know to disregard the seeds and the pulp here. I've really been working this for the last 10 minutes, and now we're going to disregard all of this here in the sieve. Make sure we get our seeds off there. Make sure we have all that lovely pulp out from under the sieve. Want to be sure you get that all out. Okay, and now we're going to add this back into that 10-quart saucepan. I'm going to pour it in there just like that. Oh my gosh, this is going to be absolutely delicious. And just imagine what it's going to be like over your freshly made buttermilk pancakes or your fabulous waffles, or if you want to get really fancy, how about a Belgian waffle? Or you know what? You can literally just eat it over vanilla ice cream. And you may just be tempted to get up and eat maybe just a teaspoon at a time. All right. And now we're going to add that 2 cups of sugar. And this is going to go back over medium-high heat and let it come to a boil for the next 6 to 8 minutes. It's boiled for 6 minutes. I've got my sterilized mason jars here. I've got my lovely, beautiful blackberry syrup here, and it's very, very warm. And I'm using a porcelain coffee cup to go ahead and pour it in. Now, it's going to be a little messy, but you can use paper towels to clean it up, and I'm using my half-pint canning jars right now. And you're just going to fill it up to about that point. Now, if you get any on the side of your canning jar, just go ahead and take a paper towel, wipe it off, or if you want to use, you know, your dish towel, I mean, you want to make sure, you probably want to use paper towels. And then you're immediately going to add the lid to the top and seal it as tightly as you can. Now this is going to sit for the next 24 hours, and that lid will seal, and you won't hear this sound. It won't push down. The suction will suck that lid in, and you'll have a sealed, beautiful jar of wild blackberry syrup, and it's going to be delicious. And I'm going to continue, because you definitely want to fill your mason jars just as quickly as you can. Leave me a comment, give me thumbs up, and I'll catch you next time.